Akumal Pueblo, here we are. We're going to walk around town and see if this is a good choice as a possible retirement destination. We're walking through the traditional Pueblo onto some of the side streets and see the neighborhood, see the residential area too. 20 or 30 years ago, I used to regularly visit Akumal with my parents or on fishing trips with my brother. Back then, it was a pristine, sleepy community built around a quiet turtle sanctuary, with access from Cancun over a potholed road that we abused numerous rental cars on. But wow, has Akumal changed. On my recent Yucatan scouting trip, I drove along that classic beach road and honestly couldn't even see the water. It was completely swarmed with overpriced beachfront condos, boutique hotels, and day trippers. If you're a North American looking to retire on a fixed income, the famous Akumal Beach is officially out of reach. But remember the core rule of this channel. We don't rely on broad sweeping headlines to choose where we retire. We rely on the GeoPension framework's data-driven analysis. Because the truth is, you don't retire to a country, you retire to a specific neighborhood in a specific city, what we call a micro-location. So what if I told you the real, authentic, and affordable Akumal is hiding right in plain sight, just across the highway? Today we're putting Akumal's traditional downtown, Akumal Pueblo, through the ultimate stress test, the GeoPension report card. Let's find out if a sustainable Riviera Maya lifestyle actually exists for a Social Security budget. Welcome to Akumal Pueblo. This is the traditional downtown located just west of Highway 307. While the beach side of the highway is busy catering to luxury tourists and charging premium prices, the Pueblo remains tranquil, beautiful, and authentically Mexican. To give you an immediate idea of how different the cost of living is over here, as I was walking to town, I bought an incredible lunch right from a local street vendor. It was a fabulous Pollo Asado, served with a tasty, spicy signature salsa, slow-cooked beans, rice, and a stack of fresh, warm corn tortillas. It was a massive, hearty, half-chicken paquete that powered me for the entire day, and the whole meal cost me about $6. Try finding a lunch like that on the beach side for under $25. But delicious street food is one thing. Full-time retirement survival is another, so let's run the 10 dimensions of the GeoPension report card and look at the real data. But before we bring up the scorecard, a quick heads up. My brand new book, How to Retire to the Yucatan on a Social Security Budget, is officially live on Amazon. It's the ultimate boots-on-the-ground playbook packed with the exact budgets, step-by-step residency guides, and healthcare hacks you need. Plus, every copy unlocks completely free access to my private GeoPension Master Planning Vault, giving you all my banking checklists and digital tools in one place. For the price of a couple cups of coffee, you can save yourself hundreds of hours of frustrating internet research. Just scan that QR code on your screen right now or click the link at the top of the description to grab your copy today. All right, let's run the numbers. A single expat retiree can live very comfortably in Akumal Pueblo for approximately $1,300 to $2,100 per month, or around $1,900 to $2,500 for a couple. Because it lacks a massive beachside premium, your dollar stretches far here, allowing you to rent affordably and eat out frequently without breaking the bank. Let's dig into exactly why that is across our 10 categories. First up is housing, and Akumal Pueblo earns a massive 9 out of 10. By staying on the west side of the highway, you completely insulate your wallet from the beachfront paradise tax. If you're looking to buy, you can still find comfortable, modern studio condos starting around $80,000. But for renters, the value is where this micro-location truly shines. Local modest apartments and traditional Mexican-style housing in the Pueblo generally range from $400 to $600 per month. If you want something more modern, like a fully furnished one-bedroom unit with air conditioning and updated finishes, prices typically sit between $650 and $900 a month. Compared to the thousands of dollars a month required just 1 mile away on the sand, this is an incredible budget-saving loophole in the Riviera Maya. Number 2, healthcare access, 8 out of 10. For a relatively small town, Akumal Pueblo punches way above its weight in medical care. Right on Gonzalo Guerrero Avenue, you have the Akumal Medical Center, where bilingual doctors offer full diagnostic services, an on-site pharmacy, and, incredibly, 24/7 house calls. Just down the road, you also have the Reef Akumal Clinic, which handles excellent English-speaking dental care and routine checkups. And if you ever need a major specialized hospital procedure, you're just a flat 30-minute drive north to the world-class private hospitals in Playa del Carmen. And a bit further north in Cancun is Hospital Medcal, which recently allied with Lakeside Medical to accept certain Medicare Advantage plans for emergency care. See my video all about this new healthcare option in the Yucatan. Number 3, safety and stability, 7 out of 10. Safety is always the number one question I get. Akumal Pueblo is a tight-knit community where neighbors look out for one another, making it naturally quieter and safer than major tourist hubs like Tulum or Cancun. The local municipality has recently increased its police presence and regular patrols to maintain that small-town peace. Tourists and expats are simply not targets of cartel unrest here, allowing you to walk the side streets comfortably during the day. Overall, the state of Quintana Roo, where Akumal is located, has a U.S. State Department safety rating of level 2, on par with Germany, Italy, and France. Number 4, walkability and transport, 8 out of 10. The pueblo itself is completely flat and highly walkable. You can get to the grocery stores, restaurants, and pharmacies on foot in less than 10 minutes. When you want to explore the rest of the coast, you don't even need to own a car. You just walk out to the main highway and hop on the Colectivos. These are highly inexpensive shared local transit vans that run every few minutes up and down Highway 307 for just a couple of dollars per ride. Or use the Mayab bus to get to larger cities like Tulum and Playa del Carmen. The only minor drawback keeping this from a perfect score is the physical hike across the highway bridge when you want to walk over to the beach. Number 5, community and belonging, 8 out of 10. Unlike the transient, party-heavy backpacker vibe you find further south in Tulum, the Pueblo has a deeply grounded, welcoming energy. It's a beautiful mix of local Mexican families and savvy, long-term North American expats who intentionally chose the quiet culture of the town over the chaotic beach clubs. On top of that, there are half a dozen Facebook groups dedicated to the Akumal area. It's an easy place to find your footing and build a real, consistent circle of friends. Number 6, language and English access, 6 out of 10. So let's talk about the trade-offs. This is an authentic Mexican neighborhood, which means English is not a given once you leave the medical clinics or the real estate offices. To negotiate your rent, buy your groceries, and order that amazing $6 chicken lunch, you're gonna need to learn some basic conversational Spanish. If you refuse to learn the language, you will struggle to integrate here. Number 7, climate and environment, 7 out of 10. Because the Pueblo sits on the west side of the highway, you're tucked further into the jungle landscape. This means you lose that direct cooling ocean breeze, and the summer months can feel incredibly hot and humid. However, being inland comes with an environmental bonus. You're less exposed to the seasonal Sargassum seaweed blooms and the terrible rotting odor that plagues the expensive beachfront properties during the summer. Number 8, pet friendliness and care, 7 out of 10. For animal lovers, the laid-back rural atmosphere of the Pueblo is highly welcoming for pets. Excellent and affordable veterinary care is easily accessible in town or just a short drive away in nearby Puerto Aventuras. Just keep in mind that you will have to navigate some uneven, rugged sidewalks on your daily walks, and you'll frequently encounter free-roaming neighborhood street dogs. Number 9. Visas and practicality. 7 out of 10. To unlock this lifestyle, you have to cross Mexico's strict financial fork in the road. For a residency visa, you generally need to prove at least $4,300 a month in recurring income, or show around $75,000 in liquid assets sitting in a bank account. If you can clear that hurdle, the practical logistics of living here are unmatched. The brand new Tulum Jungle Airport is just a short drive away, offering direct non-stop flights to major U.S. hubs like Atlanta, Houston, Chicago, and Dallas. Your kids and grandkids can come visit you with absolute ease. Finally, number 10, the vibe check. 8 out of 10. The boots on the ground factor. Akumal Pueblo has a truly special, vibrant energy. Between the local community art walk tours, the incredibly friendly locals, and the tasty, budget-friendly food scene, it offers the exact kind of tranquil, old-world Mexican charm that the commercialized beachside lost decades ago. So when we tally up the data, Akumal Pueblo scores a very respectable 75 out of 100. It stands as definitive proof that if you're willing to learn a little Spanish, step off the tourist track, and live like a local, you can absolutely still afford to retire in the absolute heart of the beautiful Riviera Maya. But finding the right town is only the first step. You have to get the legal and financial execution right. If you want the exact mathematical blueprint I use to evaluate these international micro-locations and safely stretch your fixed income, go grab my new book on Amazon, How to Retire to the Yucatan on a Social Security Budget. Just point your phone at that QR code on your screen or click the direct link in the absolute top of the comment section below. Every dollar I raise from this book is used to fund these on-the-ground scouting trips. And please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next GeoPension City Report Card as we continue to run the numbers across the Yucatan. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.